Well, hello there. It's yours truly, Dr. AJ Austin. I'm so excited. If you're here with me live, say hello. Hopefully, Facebook is running right. Let me double check on my phone here. And as you come in, speak. If not, if you're catching this replay a little bit later, hey girl, hey. I'm just jumping on to share a little bit about what we got going on and coming up over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com. Lord, Facebook has this studio thing, and I always try it, and I'm learning as I go, so forgive me if I missed something. I know the background looks a little different. I am trying this from my laptop this time in the home office, aka my bedroom. And so I wanted to jump on and chat with you guys just a little bit. So say hello when you come in the room. I'm going to pull you guys up on my Facebook on my phone so that I can see what you're saying as I share what we got going on and coming up. Now, hopefully you're already a member of our private, exclusive Christian coaching community for future Black life coaches over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. Grab me a final sip of that drink. I got my water over here in my Stanley cup. I'm gonna log. Okay. So I'm pulling you guys up so I can see your comments because I don't know how to do that multitasking on Facebook. But again, when you come in, say hello. And over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com is the place to be, especially coming up. We have a 5-day training coming up that I would love for you to be a part of. And so I wanted to jump on and share what that's all about, especially if you're new here or you've been waiting with bated breath and fingers crossed and like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? What does she have going on or coming up over there? I wanted to share this with you. So according to medium.com, life coaching is a $24 billion business. Did you know that? With a B. You know, you have to say that when you say billion. And because this industry is so large and it has so much growth potential, Google searches like how to become a life coach and Black life coach, these terms have drastically increased. Although there is on average about 50,000 life coaches on record worldwide. And that's thanks to the readily available information that's out there. Like majority of these coaches though, they still aren't coaching or they're not making money. Is that you? Do you know somebody like that? Like you don't have to tell yourself if that's you. But I'm sharing that because according to the hundreds of calls that I get and have received throughout the years, I've been doing this since 2013. I got certified as a coach. 2016, I was invited to come on board as a master life coach certification trainer. And then in 2020, I launched my own coaching brand, the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I train Black Christian women to become professionally trained, skilled, qualified, certified life coaches. These are Black women Christian certified life coaches. And so I realized that throughout my time of listening to these conversations and the calls that come into my office throughout the years, mainly the research on Google and online as a whole, it's increasing because people are taking what we consider to be inadequate trainings, meaning you have paid free $99 for a trial course or a couple dollars, literally like $20 to get a piece of paper that says you're certified as a coach, but you leave feeling inadequate. You know you're missing some information and you feel it, like something was left out of that training. The other problem with this statistic that I have is that when your would-be future coaching clients type in your specialty, like if you're a relationship coach, a finance coach, a youth coach, a self-empowerment coach, or just a general life coach, a business coach, any type of put coach before that, when you take a quick, cheap training online, people who would be able to find you and they're looking specifically for your type of coaching, you're not coming up. Like your name doesn't come up in the search bar. Even if you've already, been calling yourself a coach or trying to put yourself out there, I got to give like half of a air quote on that one, okay? The reason for this is that there are a lot of affordable fly-by-night type pop-up life coach trainings that magically appear online today. So when you're researching and you have found something that you feel like fits your budget, quote unquote, and it just makes you feel good because you did something, like you started researching and at least you did something. Well, when these training companies, quote unquote, get your money, they're gone after they get your money or they meet their sales quota. And trust me, I've seen it. Like literally, you can't find them regardless of how long they promised they would be around. And so whether they get your money and then meet your sales quote, their sales quota, or, you know, whatever comes first, you're left on your own. And that's what makes you feel like, okay, I know there's more. I know I need more. You get like this itch, like I need to learn more. I need to be in an environment that's conducive to sharpening my skills as a coach. What do I do? So what the main problem starts out is that the types of training that comes just to take your money, they don't take into consideration the fact that, number one, you are a future Black woman certified life coach. Then you throw in Christian, they don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about it. Okay. Plus, you have your own learning style. Like me, I'm a very visual person. Like someone can tell me stuff over and over again, which I have a coach who does. He always tells me something, but when I see it in writing, when I can print it out on pretty paper, color ink, 3-hole punch and put it in a binder and highlight it and take notes with a pretty pen or write it out in a journal, that's when it comes to life for me. I'm a visual learner. You may be auditory. You need to hear things, and once you hear it, you're good to go. You can go implement. You may be kinesthetic, and we're touchy-feely. Like I just said, you know, I like to see things, but also like to print it, which means I can hold it in my hand. I can smell the paper. You know how books have a certain smell, paper has a certain smell, kind of weird, but whatever. This is how we learn. Babies are like that. They grab something, they want to put it in their mouth. We're touchy-feely or demonstrative learners. And so all three of these learning styles need to be taken into consideration. Plus you are a future Black woman, Christian certified life coach. And everybody doesn't get that. Our skin, our story, our struggle, our definition of success hits different, okay? It's hard for you to be able to learn from experiences that you haven't been through. I'm speaking on behalf of fly-by-night trainings, okay? Because it's impossible for someone who doesn't know what it's like to be you, a future Black woman, Christian, certified life coach who learns a specific way. It's hard for them to teach you because they don't look like you. You don't look like them. And they just don't get it. And they will never understand. Our journeys are so different as Black Christian women, and now we're getting into the certification field, which is entrepreneurship, self-employment, social impact, so many definitions that we can fall under. We become, you know, what I call the 5-time minority, minority of a minority of a minority of a minority of a minority, Black woman, Christian, certified life coach, okay? Add self-employed, add entrepreneur, add social enterprise, add all the things, okay? And the pool gets smaller and smaller. So it's hard for people to understand us. So what I've done is created a VIP experience for you to come join us over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com. It comes with what I call your bonus VIP ticket to our upcoming trainings and our boot camps and our workshops, where you'll get to enhance your experience of being a future Black woman, Christian, certified life coach who is professionally trained, skilled, qualified, and certified. You're learning how to become all of those things added together. And so when you join us over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com, there's a video there that you can watch. All you got to do is click play on the video. And when you attend this virtual screening of what I call the Lady of Legacy, it's a documentary style film about how I, Dr. AJ Austin, as founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, sought education to help me break those generational curses that we know start in our African American bloodline. And so things like what I call my 5 dreaded D's, which meant death, divorce, downsizing, dropping out of college, dealing with homelessness, all of these things have tried to come and derail my destiny. But I'm showing you how God had another plan. So remember when I said our experiences are different, plus you add life to it? Child, we got a story to tell. So I'm starting with telling you my story over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com. And then we also, in our boot camps and in our upcoming trainings, we talk about the research from Zappia that tells us that Black women make up only 9.2% of the life coaching industry. Did you know that? Our Caucasian coaching counterparts make up 64%. That's over half. So that means there's room for us, okay? And I don't like that our statistic is so low. So that's why I personally believe that becoming a Black woman who is a Christian certified life coach is a mission. It is a movement. It is a ministry all in and of itself. We take on a whole new meaning when we get certified. Hey, Coach Corinthia, I see you, girl. I'm over here multitasking in between my laptop and my phone and some notes that I took for those who will be joining us and becoming a certified life coach like someone on here with us right now. And so thank you for being here with us, Coach. Encourage the people who will be watching the replay of this video to let them know, to come on, get certified. Or as you say on your testimonial video, like, if you want to play, go play somewhere else. Find your little toy training. But if you're ready to do this, Dr. AJ is your trainer. So that's what I'm on here reiterating and sharing the message, spreading the gospel to the four corners of the world, okay? Because it is a mission, it is a ministry, and it is a movement. And so when we do things like what we're getting ready to do over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com, we have a virtual 5-day boot camp. It is a week long. It is live with me. Sometimes I do different iterations of the training where I'll share certain portions and then come and interact with you live. But this is like an online course experience, so you can get a feel for what it's like to come train with me and see what our other 188 coaches at the time of this recording have gone through, including Coach Corinthia, who's here with us today, and then our coaches who are going to watch the recording. And so in our training, in our boot camp, over at futureblackLifeCoaches.com, it's going to introduce you to that process. Coach Corinthia says, yes, I met Coach Dr. AJ through lives like this. I said yes in June of 2020. I am Coach 123. At the time of this live, we are 3 years old. Coach Corinthia caught us at the top. So she was one of the women that helped pave the way for you, future Black Life Coach, who's going to help us over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com pave the way for future coaches. That means that, her and a group of women before you helped me to work out the kinks in the training and the links that weren't working and how to say this better and how to reach more people. And now we have included the 188 coaches on our roster, and it's such an exciting feeling. It's like nostalgic for me. And so because I do lives like this, and we do have our virtual boot camp coming up over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com, which is our Christian coaching community, we're going to spend a Monday through Friday together, and you get to learn with me about the important foundation for how to become a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coach. I know that's a mouthful, but I have to say that because I get questions like, oh, what about the men? Oh, what about the other religions? Oh, what about other sexualities or sexual orientations? Oh, it says very clear who this training is for. Black women Christian certified life coaches, period. Complete sentence. And so if that's you, you're going to love this powerful 5-day training where you'll get to learn from me and my over 30 years in the faith-based Christian teaching and training and program development arena. I have been in more churches than I can count in there, from children's ministry on up to stuff I didn't even know took place at church, working in the pastor's office, being an armor bearer, an admin assistant, on the road with the church crew, all behind the scenes developing training programs to help leaders, because that's who take our trainings. These are doctors, they're ministers, they're reverends, they're elders, bishops, deacons, judges. We have a police officer, a detective, all the way up to Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, stay-at-home moms. It's like every profession that you can think of has trained with me. I mean, we got 188 on our roster at the time of this live. And so that plus my 30 years of what I've seen, I add that into our training. And so the past 10 years plus of me being in the Black life coaching space, so much has been added, a lot is being shielded from you. And so I'm here to share what you're missing that our other almost 200 coaches are getting. So if you've been wanting to start your own life coaching company, but you want to make sure that you're doing it right, or you feel like you need permission to call yourself a coach or tell others that you're a coach or charge money for the skill of coaching that ultimately change lives, or if you're already a certified coach and you're guilty of, going somewhere else before you found me, it's okay, sis. I forgive you. But if you have this piece of paper that you've paid for in some shape, form, or fashion, but it's collecting digital dust because you just don't feel confident enough, and you still find yourself researching or following other coaches online, enough is enough. Today is where I invite you to let that part of your journey in and stop calling, stop emailing all of these life coach training companies that are on the run looking for more information. I don't know how many times I have received calls in the office saying, oh my gosh, it's you? You're the founder? I can't believe I'm talking to you. You answered your phone. You called me back. Oh my gosh, I did not expect anyone to pick up. That's because that's the typical experience of y'all calling around getting information. And I'm the end. Let's stop this. You ready? Let's go. So if you're ready, head over to futureblackLifeCoaches.com. You can finally cut it out with attempting to coach on your own and Google or try to research or copy and pasting what other people are doing, because something just doesn't feel right about that. You know it. God knows it. There are also a lot of coaches and courses and videos and podcasts out there, even books that'll tell you, oh, you don't really need a piece of paper or permission to call yourself a coach, or that certification doesn't matter. Even if they are certified, they've been through a process where they had to do what the Word of God tells us, study to show that self-approved. Usually when people tell you, oh, that's not necessarily, they're simply attempting to rebel against the system or the man. And I wouldn't want to take business advice from somebody like that, okay? You already got the low-cost certification you've tried to look into, invest in, whatever, didn't work out. Here you are. You're welcome here. This is a safe space. But I'm also sharing the truth of what I know is out there, because I went through the process at least 5 times for you before I started to train you on my own with my own brand, have written best-selling books about becoming a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coach. So, if you're still listening, you've been called to become a Christian coach, not just a generic coach that can go to any training you want, but you need that exclusivity. You have studied to show thyself approved in ministry. You too may have a long church track record like I do, and so you're ready to become that Christian certified coach, and you've been wanting to do it for some time now because you too have that experience in the ministry. You're ready to start your movement, but you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, and maybe you're lacking a little bit of confidence because, again, you feel like something's not right, you're missing something, you need more of something, or you've just been looking and you finally just found it. Maybe you're in a space where you could use a shoulder yourself. You could use that support system in your future coaching company. Maybe you've been praying for a good social circle, or if you've been feeling stuck or a little bit scared to launch because you really don't see anything out there because it's unfamiliar. You've never seen this done or done like you want to do it before. Head over to futureblackLifeCoaches.com. Join us for our upcoming 5-day boot camp, because God gave you the vision, right? And if this is a God-given vision, He has given you provision as well. Provision, provider, before the vision, provision. Okay, we ain't going there. That's a whole word right in and of itself. So here we go. So just a few quick notes I want you to take away from today is that we do something called the Future Black Life Coach Boot Camp. And it's known to fill the gaps in that vision that you say God has given you, but it's also filling in the gaps of what's missing or what just wasn't taught to you. It's not being taught in this typical, traditional, old school model of other life coach trainings, especially what we've already talked about, those hashtag Black girl moments that help you bring what you're learning to real life. Like I can take all of the 5 Ds, the death, divorce, downsize, dropping out of college, dealing with homelessness, depression, and so many other terms I could throw in there and show you how I now use all of that in my story as a Black woman Christian certified life coach. That's Black girl magic right there, okay? That's hard to find. And so now that you're here, I want you to know that this is a training and development opportunity for you as a future Black woman Christian certified life coach. If you have that desire to become professionally trained, skilled, qualified, and certified, I want to help you map out what that coach certification, that journey should look like. We have a chart that I'm going to be sharing with you in the upcoming Future Black Life Coaches Bootcamp. So again, head over to futureblackLifeCoaches.com. I think Facebook is glitching, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Hey, Roselle, how are you? And so in our boot camp, this is complete. It's an opportunity for you to learn what you need to know before you come get trained with me or jump into anyone else's training. I'm going to teach you what you need to know that is exact for life coaching skills and the tools and things you need to help boost your confidence, secure your first coaching clients, and get them to return and make your first few $1,000s as a future Black woman, a Christian certified life coach. So you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I did not want to forget anything. I wanted to make sure I came on, spent time with you, whether you're watching live with me or the replay. But during our upcoming Future Black Life Coach 5-day challenge event, you're going to see how our independent self-study training has helped launch the careers of documentary leads and reality TV personalities and podcast producers, authors, speakers, celebrity coaches. I'm one of them. Also church, corporate, and community leaders. I told you the titles of people who go through our trainings and they do well before they get here and even better after they train with us. So shouts out to all 188, 189. I know we're climbing those charts. But with the new knowledge I'm going to share with you in the upcoming 5-day Future Black Life Coach Boot Camp, you're going to learn how you can successfully take all this information and work from home for yourself, serving that perfect coaching client you've been called to. So if you're one of the coaches that find it hard to charge or find it hard to find clients, you're probably not doing what we call the top 3 secrets to becoming that coach who can confidently convert coaching conversations to clients, cash checks, and credit cards. So yes, sis, you're missing something, okay? And I want to show you what that is when you take this training and watch how your coaching skills, your knowledge, your relationship with your ability to help others, it's going to skyrocket. And so when it does, you're going to start seeing an increase in your money, seeing how growing your life coaching company can work for you. So if you've been wanting to start your own life coaching company, but you want to make sure you're doing it right, or you feel like you need permission to become a coach, or you're already a coach, it's time out. It's time out for what you've been doing. It's time to do something different and come learn those top 3 secrets over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com. And so I put together all of these days of trainings where we're going to show you how to find the best version of yourself as a Black woman Christian certified life coach who has these high standards when it comes from who she lets speak into her life, who she lets pour into her, how she learns, who she learns from, who she's teaching with. You got to be careful of all of that, especially if you're one of them deep saints like me, okay? You'd be like, wait a minute, where you get that from? What scripture is that, okay? So there are things like 27 coaching qualities. You need to know the real definition of what a life coach is. A lot of people don't know that. And we're going to break some of that down, starting with my documentary, which you can find over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com. I'm going to show you the 8 modalities of coaching, how it's usually delivered. You'll get to meet a lot of our coaches, like those who have popped on with us today. And then we're going to talk through why now is your time to become a Black woman Christian certified life coach using the 3 common coaching categories. And I'm going to give you a bonus secret about how coaches really make money and how much they typically start out making and what it could lead to. Now, I have new coaches who charge just as much as I do, having been in this industry for years now. So you'll get to hear from and meet a few of our professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coaches, okay? You're going to learn what $145,000 can get you, and no, that's not the cost of my training. But we're going to talk through the coaching categories. I'm going to teach you that 3 secrets. We call it the C3 method for how to confidently start converting coaching conversations to clients, cash checks, and credit cards. And then you get to see some case studies and success stories, especially one of our success stories that happened when a new coach made her first $3,000 in her first 2 weeks as a Black woman Christian certified life coach. So you'll get to meet her and hear her story and get encouraged. So I'm excited about that. Plus sharing with you again how your coach certification checklist should look. There are certain things you need to be checking off of a list literally before you hit submit or register or apply or pay. And all of this is based on your coaching style, your personality, and what you want your day in the life to look like. I'm going to go behind the scenes and show you some goodies. Y'all know I share my journeys, but I have so much more we're sharing over at futurebblacklifecoaches.com. And then I'm going to walk you through our system, that one day Black woman Christian certified life coach. I'm going to reveal what that looks like, plus a few bonuses. You'll get to meet what we call our founding 50, our original 100, and then we have a whole new cohort coming through. You're going to have that exclusive opportunity to come join us in our upcoming cohort of professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coaches. And if you're blessed enough, you will get the blessing, the opportunity to come and hang out with me in the green room, the after party VIP, and get your questions answered. There are over 20 plus questions that I feature. These are our most frequently, commonly asked questions that you might not have thought to ask me about the one-day training. And so if you want to join us, head over to futurebblacklifecoaches.com. If you want the secret to how you can kind of get what we'll be talking about, you want to skip the lines, you want early VIP access free of charge that some people are going to have to pay for, send me an inbox real quick, like right now, and let me know, and I'll send you that link for how to get access to all this information. You don't have to wait on the training, and then you can get signed up. Join us in the upcoming original 100 cohort. These are the first 100 ladies who train with me online, like you just met one of our OGs. And so if you want to get in behind the scenes, like your name is on the list, send me a quick message here, or you can email me at aj@thebossof.me. Again, aj@thebossof.me. That's all I got. I just wanted to come on, spend some time with you, make sure you understood what's coming up, what's going on, what you're missing out on. If you're not a member, over at www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com. The link is pinned in the comments below as well, but you can also just type it in the search bar and find us there. If you have questions, send me an email, aj@thebossof.me, or inbox me on Facebook. I'm here. I'm ready to answer your questions and give you VIP access. I look forward to you joining us in our upcoming 5-day Future Black Life Coach Challenge, training, boot camp, workshop, intensive. It's going to be all of that and a bag of chips. Every time we do it, we have so much fun, and the ladies who come on and join us in our cohort are so thankful they did. They are powerhouses out doing their things now. So I'm excited for you to be one of them. I am done. That's all of my notes. That's all I have today. So I will leave you with this. Remember, I got to sing it. There is someone somewhere. And guess what? They're waiting on you to walk in your destiny so they can walk into theirs. Because it's when you let your own light shine, you're giving others permission to do the same. And as a future Black woman Christian certified life coach, you know, child, when you impact just one life, you are impacting generations. So if you're ready to impact generations, ready to become a professionally trained, skilled, qualified Black woman Christian certified life coach who can confidently convert coaching conversations to clients, cash checks, and credit cards, head over to www.futurebblacklifecoaches.com, and I'll meet you over there. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. Bye, Future Black Life Coaches.